It's Heather here with HB Ministries. Welcome back to my channel. Hello to everyone that just came through and thought, this looks pretty interesting. You are welcomed here, and I promise you, you are going to love it here. HB Ministries welcomes you. This is a community, international women's ministry, where we believe, behold, and become all God's created us to be in whatever season of life. So yes, my planner and my reset program, everything we're going to talk about today is a faith-based visionary planner. That's a lot different than what you see here on YouTube or wherever you're watching this, because a lot of people like to just throw their vision boards together, and we cannot do that, because that is not going to lead you to your absolutely best life. Let's take a little inventory right now. Are you ready? Do you have a longing somewhere inside your heart, like a longing for a certain way you want your marriage to be, a longing for a relationship, a longing for, maybe you're not married yet and you have a longing for a specific mate. Maybe you have a longing for a certain career. Maybe you have a longing for one of your children, something that you know could be or should be. A vision is an ideal future. Do you want something right now that you do not currently possess? For example, I remember I was going through a season, and once you get to know me, you'll hear my stories, you'll hear my limiting beliefs, my barriers, my roadblocks. But one thing I want to share with you is that I've always watched God make a way in my personal wilderness or my valley. That's why I love dreaming in valleys. I think some of the biggest visions happen in our valleys. A vision is the ability to plan. And in this workshop, you are going to learn to plan with 7 steps. So easy, and you will fall in love with it. You'll be so energized that even if you're in a valley, you're going to feel so positive in your valley. So this vision is the ability to plan a clear mental image. I will show you how to make that clear mental image come alive on paper. And that clear mental image is going to depict your future that you will hold according to God's will and according to His plans. So He will move some things around, but when He's moving things around, you're going to feel such a peace and such a joy. And He will have you latch on to what is His perfect will for your life. He will bring divine appointments, divine connections, circumstances, and remove the barriers. God desires us to have this long-term mental image of a vision. He desires us to write it down. As a matter of fact, in Habakkuk, one of my favorite books in the Bible, it says to write the vision down and make it plain on paper. That means if someone was reading it, it's very easy to picture in their mind. It's very easy to picture what you're dreaming. And that is what you want to happen. So in this workshop, you're going to learn to clarify some of your dreams. And then after that, we're going to attach some godly goals to them that we can create in your rhythm and routine so that you can step in little by little through that passion, through that potential that God's going to create in you and teach you about yourself. You're going to begin to experience your purpose in the dreaming. And I think that's amazing. So what I want to do with you right now is I just want to quickly run through the 7 things that will happen in this workshop. This workshop is going to take place July 8th through July 12th. Every single day I will be teaching online. Most of you are going to say, okay, is there a catch? Is there a price? Yes, it's $20.50. However, hang on. For $20.50, you are going to get a bunch of downloads. And those that are new to HB Women's Ministry, you are going to realize that we use a planner all year long as we're studying the Word. And every year the planner is named something different. This year it's Dream and Explore 2024. It's right here. It is a full planner full of spaces for you to do the 7 things that I'm going to share with you. And the pages and the layout are beautiful. I'm going to add even extras for those that have been in the program. I have many sisters that are steadfast girls that are working through this program. I've got freebies for you because guess what? For 2025, we're revamping and making things even better. So in this program, you're going to get some really cool planning sheets that we're going to try out because we're going to learn how to set up our planner according to our visions. And those that are new are going to get all of quarter 3 and the beginning of the planner. I made a really nice download specifically for those that are new that want to, kind of touch and feel this. So for $20.50, you're going to get that and 5 days of teaching plus the very last day, we are going to do an organizational challenge. And I put the whole challenge together because I like to pick a part of our life wheel, which we'll talk about in a minute and more in the program. And our life wheel consists of things like relationship, marriage, our mental and physical self, our career, our home, organization. And I picked organization. I picked the part of our life wheel called home, but it could tap into all areas. And I created 30 challenges for us. So you are going to get that. Now you may be watching this and say, well, I've been part of HB Ministries. I really don't want to sign up for this workshop. You will be given the 30-day challenge. That will be coming out in our newsletter in the next week. So you can take part in that. Everyone in the ministry can take part, even if they do not sign up for this. So I will make the organizational challenge for everyone. But if you are not part of the ministry, you want to do the organizational challenge, please head over to heatherbaxter.com. heatherbaxter.com. At the very top of the website, there is a place for you to subscribe. And that way you will get that organization challenge in our next newsletter. Also, if you head over to heatherbaxter.com, you will see at the very top, HB90 quarter 3. HB90 quarter 3, so 90 days where we're going to jump in and really revamp and look at what does it mean to write a clear vision? What does it mean to do 7 other things that I'm going to talk to you about? And those things are going to help you fill up your planner. Now, you may be here part of HB Ministries and say, I love it. I'm working my planner. It's awesome because I use mine all the time. I am so excited to share here. Also, I'm going to make some YouTube videos of some things that have come to pass, some things that I can actually check off in the area of my home, some things that I can check off mentally and physically that I've really been working on and share what has been working. But these all came through goals and routines that I had to try on. And I'm going to teach you how to do that too. All right, for the sake of time, don't want the video to be long. What are the 7 things that you are going to learn? I have them written down right here. So let's dive in. I'll have a little picture for you to keep you engaged so you can actually see what some of the pages are going to look like. Number 1, we're halfway through the year right now, right? We're halfway through. Even though we say January is the new year, every month to me is a new beginning. Every week is a new beginning. And I begin to see that every time I sit down in the morning, it's a new day. New page. So you're going to get your morning pages. How do I clearly set that up? How do I clearly look over and review my week? How do I look over my month? So in this next quarter, we have 3 months. We're going to look at how we look over each month. And then once we say goodbye to quarter 3, we go into quarter 4. That's a new quarter. So yes, we have a new year, but we have new quarters, we have new months, we have new weeks, and we have new days. And there is a rhythm and routine that you are just going to love that's going to help you with, number 1, your limiting beliefs, but it's going to help you pursue the greatest potential that's locked up inside of you, which will eventually match your purpose. So number 1, what we're going to do, we're going to learn how to picture our ideal life. We are going to learn to do that. For those that are very new, that are coming and saying, I've never used your planner, you're going to get all the beginning pages and I'm going to teach you how to use those in a brief side teaching. You'll be getting a video specifically from me if you're new, and that will come in your inbox. For everyone else, the first day we are going to learn how to picture our ideal life for the next 90 days. And I always need to hear teaching on this. Like, you don't hear it once. I believe when you go to a football game, you didn't hear the cheerleaders just cheer once and that's going to take you through the season. They cheer every game. And I love to be part of the cheerleading squad. I love that when they're at a game or a football. I love them getting the crowd going. I'm here to get you going, but I need you. We get each other going. So if you're new, we have our dream journals that we work on all year, but we do Bible studies every single month or pretty much, or season. We do Bible studies every single season. As a matter of fact, our spring season, we just closed out the Bloom Bible study. I write all of our studies. They're located over on my Amazon author bookshelf. And we just went through the most beautiful Bible study called Bloom. I know some of my sisters here are still students in the Word and finishing off that as we get ready to jump into our quarterly cheer session, our quarterly workshop for Dream and Explore. And then after that, yes, if you're interested, we have another Bible study coming. I will show you what that study is going to be at the very end of this video. So with number 2, we are going to review the past quarter. For those that are working with me and have been part of it and have their books, we are going to look and review the past quarter. And for those that are new, I'm going to teach you how to review your past 6 months and catch you up. There is a certain review inventory that I do, and it really helps you reflect, review, and analyze. So we will do that. The third thing we're going to learn is how to understand the life wheel. Here's a picture of it. Life wheel is so important. It's very basic. We reset it. We use this tool. It's a 360-degree tool to look over your whole life and rate certain things so that you can then see, where have I fallen behind? Where am I really focusing on? And it's impossible to focus on every one of these. God will zoom you into one and identify a current life situation that he wants you to focus on. And there's a reason he's going to pick out a couple, because those may bring balance or pull you, like a magnet, pull you to where he has something else designed for you. With that, I also have some new techniques for that life wheel, and I want to share that. Number 4, we're going to analyze where we are now and where we are going, because we're going to step in and we're going to say, okay, in each area of our life wheel, where am I right now? And why am I there? What are the positives and negatives, and where do I want to go? So you're going to review negative and positives in each area of your life wheel. And I'll teach you what that looks like, because you're going to look at other areas of your life wheel that may be directly correlated with that part of your life wheel. So it's very important to use that tool. Then you're going to write out visions, specific visions, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. So yes, in the beginning, we said, what picture your ideal life in the next 90 days. That's just an overall picture. You're just kind of thinking about an overall picture, but we are actually going to get down to it. We're going to write out a vision. Then from there, we're going to create specific, fresh goals and routines, which brings me to number 5. What does an ideal day look like? What does an ideal week look like? And those two are going to help you move into an ideal month. And so it starts with our day. It starts with our day. Now, whether you are you plan out everything, or you just want to learn how to planning, this is for you. I am not one of those planners that plan out everything, but I do have girls that are here. I'm very basic, but I need my planner to keep me focused. So mine is definitely more of a day-to-day planner. I like to, what do I have to do? But there's different ways that you can use your planner, and I'm going to be putting up a planner that you can purchase for this whole quarter if you're interested, for a very low fee. I think they're like $6 or $7. And those will be up with some empty pages and some of my ideal planning pages for the week, so that we can begin to create pages together. So it's going to be really fun. We're going to actually work on these journal pages together every single day as we go through the rest of the summer, the rest of this quarter. Because again, we do have a Bible study coming in August, and I love to be able to do Bible study with you, but then to use our planners together. And so we do this. That'll be really fun. So again, writing out our ideal week, learning all of that. I have lots of new material. Also, I have a lot of new material that's going to go into the 2025 Dream and Explorers, and I cannot wait to share that with you, because I think you're going to love the layout. See, God takes something that he gives you a vision on and continues to perfect it as you present yourself. And so I love that God uses you sisters with ideas, and that God just says, go with it. Start somewhere. A lot of times we freeze because we don't know how to do it, or we don't understand it. So we freeze and we don't start at all. Start somewhere, and you'll begin to see how you want to use the workbook. All of the pages are there for you. The planning is there for you. How you utilize it may be different from how I utilize it, but everything is there. We're also going to talk about affirmations and how to speak affirmations over your day, one a day. How to speak affirmations over your visions when you're really struggling in a valley. We're also going to be given a free habit tracker. I love that. And then to finish up the whole workshop, we're going to talk about the organizational challenge and the 30 things that are on the challenge. Here's a picture of it right here. I would love for you to join. We're going to do so much. So if this is exciting, if you already feel like I've kind of tapped into your passion inventory and you're like, wait a minute, I want to. I've been looking for somebody that's online. The way that my journals work are very different than a lot of the journals that are out there. because I believe God's always moving your pieces around. He's creating a picture, but a lot of times we have our puzzle pieces over here and God has his over there, and we're trying to create this picture, and we're in a little bit of limiting belief and a few barriers, and the picture's not coming together, and therefore we're just frustrated. If we allow God's hands to come in, which the way we allow God's hands to come in is to tap into our Bible studies that we do here seasonally. So coming up in August, we're going to do the book of James. Here it is right here. The book of James is going to speak to you, and sometimes it'll speak to you about the areas of your life wheel that we are working on and that you created a vision for. So God may directly speak to something that you wrote down and give you an idea of a goal, give you an idea of a rhythm and routine, and you're going to now utilize your planner as you begin to learn or listen. All right, so are you going to join me in HB90 quarter 3 reset? This is for you. Whether you're brand new, you're going to be all caught up and ready to go. So 2025 is going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to love the way we do everything here at HB Ministries. If you've already bought your workbook and you're like, okay, I just need to be a cheerleader. I need some cheerleading. I do. I love that. Come, be stirred and review, reflect, grab some of the new tools, look at the new designs on things, grab some new worksheets for your morning pages. There's so much that you'll get out of it. And for those that are just moving along with me, I need you to, because I have some questions and some new things that are going to come for 2025. So let's do this together. I cannot wait to see who registers. Whoever's there, we're going to be in a private coaching group, a private community group that will only last. It will only last for those 7 days. You will get any replay that you want, so don't worry about that. All those replays will come to your mailbox. The links for everything will come to your mailbox. But that Facebook group, that community group, will be closed down afterwards. So you won't have access to that. But you can go to our overall community group. We do have one that stays up all year round. So that's the HB Dream and Explore Accountability Group. That doesn't go anywhere. So you can join that. You will find some help there if you just don't want to do this and you're just like, I'm going to check this out. But you really want to do this. I promise you. I want you to draw near to the plans of God. I want to end with a verse that's a key verse for our planning, and it is in our book. And I would love to read that. Look how beautiful the pages are. They're so pretty. I would love to read that with you. When we're setting up our life wheel and we're setting up things, there is a verse that I always think about. And this verse is James 4, 7 through 10. I will list it right here, but it says, "So let God work his will in you. Yell a loud no to the devil and watch him make himself scarce. Say a quiet yes to God and he'll be there in no time. Quit dabbling in sin, purify your inner life, quit playing the field, hit bottom and cry your eyes out. The fun and the games are over. Get serious, really serious. Get down on your knees before the master. It's the only way you'll get on your feet." And when I think of that life wheel, I feel like it is a tool to get us on our feet. And there's so many things God wants to teach us. Maybe there is sin. Maybe there's a disconnection in your spiritual life. And maybe there's something physical and mental that you're going through. And God wants to help you see it from his point of view. I'm excited to coach you and help you navigate the third quarter of 2024. Will you join me? All the information is listed below. Thanks a lot for taking some time and listening. Be blessed.